Hello, folks. It's Deej. We're here. My brain is broke. My brain is really broke. What the hell have I been watching? Seriously, what have I been watching? Broke my brain so much. Yo, LDG is first in the house. Good afternoon, LDG. Yo. Still trying to figure out what the hell I've been watching. This latest episode of Picard's broke my brain. I caught up on the Mandalorian. It's sort of broke my brain. Uh, Positive Cander's here. Hello, Positive Gander. But, but, certain things in this episode of Picard, it's more pointing towards my theory. It's pointing towards my theory, people. It really is. Not, it's not pointing towards that pirate thing. No, it's not. Pointing more towards mine. I'm telling you, I called this shit again. That's okay. I can't wait to see what other people think of it. And we have Free the Net on broke your brain.
Unfreaking believable, dude. Unfreaking believable, Deej, I tell you.
I know, Positive Candor. Picard's body is a more terrible weapon than the portal weapon.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you, it's all leading because they're looking for freaking inert Borg nanites. I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be. It's going to end up being this fucking Locutus bullshit thing again.
Oh God. Swear. Dude, let me just ask you one thing. Okay, first of all, if you're going to, right, if you're going to infiltrate a station, right? First of all, why would you beam the people right in front of the sensors?
I
Like
know it.
literally right in front of the sensors. And second,
okay, I can see the point. I can see that
the
point
2
is they
points.
beat.
One more thing, because this goes with it. This is together. Not only did you beam in front of the sensors, you dumbasses, but then after you get Borg baryon sweep scanned, the computer's first thing is that please identify. You just got through a security scan. How do you not know who those people are?
Well, that one I can see your point on, but the other point is if they beamed right into it, then yes, they would want to be the closest spot to where they'd have to put the chip in to fool the sensors. But I can't see a damn thing sitting there asking you over and over to please tell us who you are. I would suspect that the computer should know that you're not supposed to be there right off the get go.
Yes. and not only that, but know who you are. Like, why you don't know that's Picard? I mean, you got his body at the station. You got his body.
Yeah, but
I know it's Picard.
Well, Picard didn't beam in.
Okay, you're right. Picard didn't beam in. Okay, that's a good point.
But this is a big letdown with Moriarty because all he was
my
a security program.
No, it wasn't even Moriarty.
Yeah,
it wasn't even Moriarty. It was just it was Data's familiarity program or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So that was a major big letdown. I thought we were going to have this big Moriarty bad hologram thing, and it just was
absolutely nothing. Complete. This is WandaVision trolling 101. I got to give it to Terry Metalis. At least he learned from Kevin Feige. Troll the shit out of your viewers, and you will get far. Moriarty was a letdown. The illogical, flaws was a letdown. The AI technically was a letdown.
And why in the fuck would you have a Starfleet museum out in the middle of nowhere? Seriously? Why?
Yeah. Right.
And I love how they dropped all the member berries that they showed: the Enterprise A, the Defiant, Voyager, even the freaking Klingon bird of prey that Kirk stole. Except they didn't give us the one thing they didn't give us. They didn't have an NX Enterprise. I was a little
Oh yeah, what happened
disappointed.
with that?
If they were going to show every other goddamn ship from the series, why didn't they show an NX?
Yeah, true. Unless, wait, did you double check? Did you double
Now,
make
I was
sure?
looking. I was looking. There was no NX. I half-ass expected they would finally put an NX refit in with those just so it was canon. But no, they didn't do none of it.
Nope.
I couldn't see it, Thomas. I saw we got two different Constitution class starships, an old version, which, what the hell did they call that one? Can't remember. And then they had the Enterprise A. And I love just how quickly they stole the cloaking device off of one ship, even though technically I doubt they would have left the damn cloaking device on a museum ship. I seriously doubt they would have left the cloaking device on it. They would have had that thing off somewhere and been studying it long, long ago. They would not have left it on there. Okay, check Twitter.
Sorry,
Thomas
I'm
Potts.
whatchamacallit. Yeah, I liked
Thomas
the
Potts.
critter version. Critter? Is it critter or ghoulies? Critter. I think it's critter. The critter version of Tribbles.
Okay, Thomas Potts just proved me wrong.
Ah, see, that's why I said double check.
He did send me a screenshot that looks like an NX refit.
Let me see. The refit? Oh, did they
A
actually put the
refit.
refit in there? Where?
Right there on the screen. That actually does look like an
Oh,
NX
yeah, that is a
01 refit.
refit. Yeah, it would make that means it was canon. That's interesting.
Well, it was 3 o'clock in the morning when I was watching this thing, so okay. Thomas Protz has proved me wrong. There was an NX. Even though we don't know which NX it is, can assume that it was the Enterprise, but there was an NX bit.
Good call.
Ugh. And yes, Thomas, I know a museum would be for member berries, but to put it out in the middle of nowhere and actually Starfleet not kind of already being there checking things out when they're looking for Picard because Geordi's there. Picard's closest associates from back in the day, they would be watching closely. Well, yes, but I think we all try to forget that that last episode never happened, Thomas. We do know that it was in the works that if Enterprise had went to a fifth season, that they had planned to introduce the refit at that point. At least,
Yeah, no, if they included it, it should be the refit. I mean, I agree with that because I doubt the Enterprise would never, the NX never would have gotten a refit. Of course, it would have.
I think the NX Enterprise would have been the first one to get a refit, since
Yeah,
it would have been the oldest one out flying around at that point.
yeah, I just wish they would have given us a highly close-up, detailed view. You want to give a member berry, then actually give us the member berry. I mean, I don't know. The shot that he gave you looked pretty far away. Whether or not we get a close, is there a close-up one of it? Because I would be interested to see that.
I'll have to go rewatch the episode again. But yeah, seriously, Picard's body. They had body at the Daystrom
Fully preserved.
Institute. Yeah, fully put at the Daystrom Institute. Okay, what the hell?
They couldn't get Kirk's body. All they had was a skeleton, but I don't know if that was a scan or what, though. They didn't want to. You know how they cut Kirk out, the actor William Shatner, out of like all the posters and stuff. So maybe they didn't want to show his face like they showed Picard's face. So they just showed the remains, skeleton remains.
Well, maybe they finally went and got his body years after, when they figured out that Picard actually buried him under a pile of rocks.
Oh, which is right. He buried him, so they defiled the grave to do that. Oh, lovely. Section 31. Which I'm surprised there was not one Section 31 person around, unless it was completely abolished by them. I doubt it.
And then seriously, this whole let's combine all of the lore before data, even soon, into one brain.
You know what though? Like, I did enjoy, okay, and I'll say this, I did enjoy one thing. I really did enjoy it. I was actually like the happiest I've ever been in an episode so far. His acting between the people, like when he turned into B4, it looked like his facial expressions looked like B4. Like he did an awesome, and when it turned into Lore, it was Lore's face. He was switching faces on a dime, and they were all believable. Like even Data's, like, oh, it was, even though he was an old face, he was nailing those freaking comments when he was switching back and forth between everybody. I did enjoy that.
Well, I did enjoy Lore actually there at the end. I did enjoy the Lore.
B4's dumb face, he nailed it. The little the twitching and the all of it. I loved that. It was only like 10 seconds, but for 10 seconds I was actually enjoying Picard again. And not just hate watching.
Yeah, and I'm still enjoying hate watching. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is all this in Picard. Everybody's got to smoke blunt looking things. Like they're getting stoned.
Why does a changeling have to smoke?
Well, yeah, that was going to be my main question. Why would a changeling smoke? But hey, I guess they're just trying to go with the crowd today that buys cheap cigars at a corner store, then cut them open and fill it with weed and reseal them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just catch things up being a hip old dude that sees what the youngsters are doing these days.
And then for a split, another quick microsecond. So Picard, what? Oh, 1 second, please.
I don't know. It just kind of boggles the mind. I gotta love how they can get in using their chip, but security can't get through doors to get to them until they take data offline. I would think that security would have the passcodes just to get straight in. They'd have no issues. You would think. And kind of funny with those transporter darts. Yes, we could shoot darts, folks. transporter inhibitors on them. Ahoy, Stark of Iron. Plus, I can't figure out. There's other Starfleet ships out there. At least one other Starfleet ship that was out there. While Picard came back to beam them out. Yeah, after all that was said and done, the only ship you seen out there was the damn Changeling ship. That made no sense to me either. No sense whatsoever. Friends can still call me Tony. Alright. So yeah, whole Picard episode broke my brain.
All right, I'm back. What was I in the middle of saying? There was a point I was going to make. Oh, yeah. So the second microsecond where I was actually enjoying Picard for fucking a fraction of a fraction of a fraction. When the Changeling shot the two Starfleet officers, I swore I was hoping for a deep fake Odo.
Yeah,
but it ended up being the lady.
Yeah, that was the point while you were away, and I want to say hello to Bird of Prey, which just popped up here, and Rock Solid Productions, who said Picard. Yeah, that really confused me too, because I'm sitting there thinking, all right, Picard just flew back to beam them off. There was another Starfleet vessel outside, and then all of a sudden, when it all said and done, the Changeling ship outside. Where the hell did that come from?
Unless they beamed off. What? Because they were on the Starfleet vessel, weren't they?
Hello, world. Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, I think the Shrike destroyed the Federation ships. I think we've got two separate renegade shapeshift sects. The ones going into Starfleet and the ones on the Shrike. Because if they were working together, this would already be over. I think they're working against each other.
Hello, Mr. Lundell. Hello, Yvette. Well, we're already talking. I've already mostly spoiled this entire episode because this episode broke my brain. And Cinnabon's here yelling haters.
I mean, there's no way of talking about this episode without going into pretty decent spoilers. I'll avoid big ones.
Or hating.
I'll avoid big ones now. I will say, I actually thought that this was the best episode of the season.
What?
And I understand why they now went and they gave everybody the first 6 episodes. Obviously, there was something special about this 6th episode. I don't think it makes up for the first 5, but this was my favorite of the season. For what it's worth.
Well, I think this episode is proving my theory right that they're after the inert Borg nanites.
Well, they could have just gotten any Borg, though. I mean, they could have gotten any Borg. Borg nanites are like everywhere. You can look into a rock and find Borg nanites. I mean, you got 7. 7 was easier to steal than that.
This is Locutus. Borg nanites.
So what? Every Borg nanite after Locutus would have Locutus in it, wouldn't it? I mean, that's...
No, because the Queen specifically made Locutus different. Locutus was made to be her concubine.
Cinnabon's jokes aren't actually jokes. He's actually hitting a real point that the subtext of this episode was exactly that. That we are all remembering Berman era Trek and we need to evolve. Like they
don't
told us
want-
that,
I
which
don't
I
want
did
to
not
evolve.
like. That was one of the points of the episode I did not like.
I don't want to evolve. I want to stay a Berman Neanderthal.
I'm a Berman Star Trek kid. Million.
Right.
Do. From Enterprise.
Oh,
to
you don't want to see what they
Voyager.
did to your Tribble, Yvette. They turned it into some kind of psychotic
Oh.
monster.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tribble
It's
from hell.
it's not cute and cuddly anymore.
More like an effing zombie Resident Evil.
Yeah, with all those teeth.
Crazy, yeah.
Hey, what the fuck? Cinnabon said the Tribble is badass.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Tribble.
Hey, I was sick, Thomas. There was no way I could stream.
Yeah, I love this new filter. I don't have to look at the screen anymore. Oh, the camera.
We all appreciate you not looking at the camera.
No, it does it
check.
automatically. I'm actually looking this way.
We have an alert. We have an alert. We have an alert. I clicked the wrong thing. Way to go, me.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there was plenty of stuff to rant about. And I did a couple of times.
I was ranting about something I shouldn't have ranted about, and Thomas Potts pointed it out and proved me wrong. And I owned up to it.
What was it? Because maybe I did too.
That there was an actual refit of an NX.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I missed it, but hey, it was.
I didn't mention it.
It was early in the freaking morning when I watched this. I'm looking. I have no alerts. Looking at the wrong alerts. I'm really tired of this damn.
Oh my God. LeVar Burton was on The View promoting a spin-off to Star Trek Picard called, I guess, Star Trek Legacy?
Yeah.
Or is that just a hashtag?
No, Metalis has been using that hashtag to promote a general spin-off to continue using the other actors.
The next generation of the next generation. I just feel bad for the I just feel bad for the actors who have to promote this.
It's his own kid. I mean, this was his real life daughter.
Daughters.
Are they both his daughters, or just the one on this episode?
No, both
his
are
daughter?
Both are his daughters.
Because one has a completely different name than his.
I'm thinking both of them were his daughters.
I did hear that he had two daughters and they were both on the show. But when we looked up the names, one name was completely not Burton and the other one is. Now it's granted it's they could be daughters by different mothers.
Yep.
Let's face it, one's completely
I
darker
just
than the
found it.
other.
Just found it. Now, folks, this is not the ending of the show, but I did get a $25 donation. And, well, it says fuck the Cubs as normal and wants to watch Sad Dino. So we're going to play Sad Dino. It's not the end of the stream, though. So don't worry, folks. We're not ending.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.
What happened? Whoa, what happened?
I got a super chat, and this is what they asked for. Don't worry, we're not quitting.
I turned my head for a second.
Okay, we're back.
I
Thank you,
agree.
Roxanne.
Okay. And by the way, I
Cinnabon,
just
they should have been storing the whales at at Daystrom Station, you know, or at least some clones of some humpback whales, just in case.
Wouldn't the whales be dead?
Just in case they ever came back. Clones. They could store some frozen or stasis whales
Come on,
at
they had a
Daystrom
certain.
Station.
Well, they could have had just the skeletons too, since they had another skeleton in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Bird, I unmuted during that video, and when it came back, it didn't unmute me that time, so I don't know.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I played the
I
wrong
might have
one.
fixed it, maybe.
He wants this one.
That's it, Deej. You're fired.
Screw you! You're fired! Fire! Fire! You're fired! Fire! 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 You're fired!
PJ Odyssey, how can I be fired? I'm not one of your wrenches, LOL. You're fired from talking to me and being my friend and being on my channel. Get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.
All right, we already played this part. Damn it. Damn it. There, we already played that last part.
Okay, so okay. If anybody super chats you to play one of the things that I made for you, I'd like the little piece of the puzzle, little piece of the pie, please.
Oh, quiet. I'm broke as hell right now.
$1.
I'm trying to figure out how to put money in my gas tank right now. Rock Solid just put
You're
some
supposed to put
in
gas in your gas tank, not money. That's your problem.
it. Got to have the money to put the gas in the gas tank, though.
And it did unmute me, so I think the bug is still there.
Oh, it really?
Yeah, I just tested it.
It didn't do it to me. I wonder what that's about. Anyway,
Hey,
fire LDG. You know.
Yep. Hey, LDG.
That's it, Deej. You're fired. That's it, Deej.
I can't do it because it keeps saying I'm fired. Damn it! Now I need a
I
clip.
put
that
a
just
safety
says
in
I'm
there so
fired.
you couldn't just do that to me.
There we go. That's how you fire LDG.
So Thomas Potts has the names of his daughters, and one of the women in the show is not his daughter. Sydney is not his daughter. At least according to the information Thomas, which is similar to what I said.
And that's it. Philip Gaming. I'm sending a Klingon over to chop your head off. There you go.
Cinnabon.
Since we actually have a Romulan thug in the chat, or a Vulcan thug in the chat today from last week's episode of Picard.
Cinnabon has a valid point. Once again, I mean it's a bit of a spoiler, so I'm not going to repeat it verbatim. But I didn't think of that. That's right. That's very possible. I would need to see proof. Cut off her finger and show me she's real.
That's true. Could be a fake Troy.
Okay, so but yeah, show me proof that's really my wife. Cut off one of her hands. Maybe kick her in the face too. At the end of my review, I said, "Will, no one will blame you if you let Deanna die."
Bird, I think it's up to you to chop off Phil's head.
Ooh.
I will do it on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, any day, really. I'll chop off your head.
Well, it's Thursday, so go for
I
it.
do not practice the K-less method. Not K-less. No.
Oh, look at this. There is a
Dandy.
add-on to Chat GPT that allows it to access real-time 2000 current date information.
We don't care about that.
Hello, Dandelion.
Oh,
Hey,
JP's is
JP.
here.
What up, JBs?
I didn't get to finish watching Mando. I fell asleep 20
That
minutes in.
that one broke my brain too.
Last I saw, Baby Yoda was getting nailed.
Nailed.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's
Like
no good
sex?
way about that.
No, with the paintball gun.
Oh, that's what I
Oh,
thought.
he won.
I
He
thought he
did
was
his
mating
he did
with
his
another
Jedi
baby.
flip tricks and won that one. And then shortly after that, you'll see more of the Order 66 stuff on how Grogu escaped. Hello, Mr. Lundell.
Okay, so I'll have to watch it.
Hello.
The whole damn thing
Hello.
that broke my brain on that was why would that dragon thing fly around with the kid in its mouth for a day?
Because
it
he
took
told
him-
them not to eat them.
Because it took the Mandalorians a whole day to get there and get up into the nest to rescue the kid, and the damn kid was still in the bird's mouth. But yes, Thomas Potts proved me wrong. There was an NX refit.
Fuck off.
I don't know how you could soften up a kid, though, in its mouth. It'd still be alive. Hello, Captain. So we basically have everybody from Next Generation back on in one episode, at least.
All right, next episode, Yar's going to make an appearance.
Uh-oh, Phil's pointing out the fact that he just realized yesterday that not only Worf killed him and O'Reilly, but also killed Gowron, played by an O'Reilly. He hates O'Reillys. Yes, he has a thing against the Irish.
They stole all his potatoes.
Yep.
No, Gowron deserved to be killed. I mean, let's just be. He was just too much of a bug-eyed prick.
I don't know. I still like the character Gowron at times.
Now, when it comes to Klingons, it's
I think
Martok all the
Gowron
way.
Could have gone out a little different. I would have preferred he gone out like a hero and a chump.
That was the thing. He wasn't a hero.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
O'Reilly.
He wasn't Doros either.
No, see, but
He went out like a Doros.
but he disrespected Martok just because he was from the wrong side of the tracks.
He had no Martok.
Martok,
Core.
he was a poor guy that made good.
Core disrespected Martok.
So
for
did
being from the
Gowron. So
poor
did
side.
Gowron. So did Gowron.
Gowron appointed him second in command.
He had no choice. But every decision Gowron made was made to make Martok look bad.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
Gowron didn't want Martok to become more popular than him.
Yeah, more of a
Take
political
over.
situation.
That was a political thing. It had nothing to do with him being where he was from. Core was the one who he was the only one that blackballed him or whatever from joining the officers, because Core still wanted to think that the royal blood meant something.
Well, once upon a time it did.
Yeah,
He was just a holdover from that time.
yeah. I don't get me wrong. I understand why Core did what he did. I'm not saying I don't understand it. I just, you make your bed, and you made the bad bet. The guy you said stay away ended up becoming more powerful than you, and now he gets to fuck you. So it was it might have been the right decision to make at the time, but it was a bad decision to make overall. Like when I Like when I wrote Apple Computers, and when I was a poor kid, asking Apple Computer for donate a computer to me, and they wrote back said "fuck you, kid." And ever since then, I've hated Apple, and I've steered millions of dollars to PC manufacturers instead. And it was probably the right decision for Apple to make at the time, but surely by now it's.
PC's hands down better anyway.
I agree.
They
Joseph.
you know, Apple did you a favor.
Joseph is here. The Random Menace says, greetings from the future, 7:30 p.m. and finally finished with work. Bird, where's the review?
The review went live 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
I went it live before I went to sleep.
And Cinnabon says, Gowron had the best Klingon eyes.
Don't
Yvette-
tell me that they took it down.
Yvette says, I'm curious, what theories does anyone have? Why they? Yeah, my whole theory, and I stated this last week before this episode even come out. They're looking for Borg nanites that are in Locutus's body. That's my whole thing.
You mean they stole the cadaver?
Yep, they stole the cadaver of Picard. So I'm telling you, they're looking.
Okay,
for
why wasn't it cremated or buried or something?
Because Mr. Liddell, that the Daystrom thing. Not only did they have the body of Captain Picard, they had the body of Captain Kirk.
They had Kirk's body too.
It's like they go around, they find all the best captains, and they dig up their bodies, and they bring them to this place.
That's sick.
It is sick. It's very sick.
How the hell could they have Kirk's body?
Communist.
Because it was Picard buried it under a few rocks on that planet that the D crashed into.
That means they'd have to go to Nexus and get it.
No. In Star Trek Generations, he came out of the Nexus onto that planet where they fought.
Where he fought and died under a bridge instead of on the bridge.
Yeah, and then Picard put his body under a few rocks instead of having him put in a proper coffin and shot into a star.
Which, wait a second, did he even have a ship to do that? Was there a ship there?
No. When Picard buried the body, there was nobody because the D had crashed. Presumably, it would take a day or two for a rescue.
How the hell did he find the body? He fell in a chasm, if I remember correctly. He fell in a damn literal freaking chasm, didn't he not?
No.
Not into a chasm. He just fell like down a rock. I'll grant you, it was probably taken a lot of.
Huge
bridge.
It was a bridge.
Yeah, but in the movie, you sat there and seen Picard get down to him, and Kirk was talking to him as he was dying because the last words Kirk said.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I missed that part. I forgot that. It's been a while.
Is why? Miss Linda, I feel terrible saying this because it's like you should watch this first.
And rock solid, it all depends upon what book you've read, because The Return, they reanimated Kirk, but in another one, Kirk comes back out of the Nexus and starts running around with Picard. So it's all up to interpretations which way you want to go. That's why the books really don't matter, because they have too many theories on how Kirk comes back to life.
That's a good point. I just read someone. We know Rene Auberjonois is dead.
Hello, Dr. Alex.
So it can't be the female changeling. She's in a Federation prison.
Well, maybe she's not. I mean, they let Rafi out.
No, but that's the way DS9 ended. She went to prison. The rest
for
of
what?
the rest
for what?
of
Maybe
the,
for 20 years.
She should still be locked up.
Now
Okay.
this is
A
past
lot
20
can
years.
happen. A lot can happen.
And come on, they took Roe out of prison and made her.
That's what I meant. They meant Roe. I didn't mean Ralph.
Well, that was a goddamn joke anyway. Okay. That whole Roe Laren thing.
He was incarcerated in 2375. So this would be 27 years later. She could have been out for 2 years, gone back to the Great Lake, and became aware of what happened.
That's if nothing else.
Played by Solomon. Yeah, she's still an actress. She's still alive.
So
I mean,
long
when-
as
Wouldn't
He's old as
I
fuck.
mean, yeah, I mean, could you imagine that just being a rock in a prison cell? Like, I mean,
I mean, yeah, how do you even imprison a changeling?
like literally, you turn into a rock, you snooze for like 1 microsecond. That's 25 years gone. Like a changeling just wouldn't.
Or you
have-
become the floor, and people walk in, and you become their
Yeah.
sole on their shoe, and walk out with them.
So it's perfectly possible she does turn out to be the female changeling.
But there was
Man.
no hints at Pa Wraith this week, so that's why I'm
yeah, that's
still saying
been
it's my
thrown out.
theory. I'm still saying it's Borg shit.
No,
That's what we're after.
that's not going to happen. That was like the B story.
I think
for Deep
I think
Space
the
Nine.
reason why that dude's eyes was glowing red and you'd see those things, it was because of Borg shit. And the voices in his head, he was
Borg.
hearing some collective.
Oh,
Now-
good point, Cinnabon. Do they have Jadzia's body stuffed somewhere in that freaking museum?
It's possible.
Every dead body goes there, folks.
It's possible some really sick fuck
I mean,
is touching
communists-
her body
see-
every night.
communists do that type of shit. They don't bury their leaders. They stuff them and put them on the glass where you can constantly go watch, look at them.
I'm still trying to figure out why they had Picard's body stuffed in there nude.
He was probably buried in the nude. They needed his clothes to put on his other body.
And Rock Solid wants to know why Bird is starting the Terry Metellus fan club.
I want to know why we don't have frickin' Voyager deploying armor.
I want to know why they didn't use like the better. There's got to be better cloaking devices out there.
I just
especially on
want to
that
know.
secret station.
I want to know why there was a fucking cloaking device on one of those ships in the first place.
Well, because the cloaking device was always there.
They would have stripped that out of there for study. They wouldn't have left it on the ship.
I think they put it back after 50 years. They're like, well,
No, they
We
would
don't
never
need it
put that
anymore.
back.
see, the thing is that that cloaking device should be 100% ineffective. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the
And
Federation
I can-
should already know.
And I can
in fact, in season 1, Riker orders his house to scan for cloaked ships.
and here's another question. I can understand why the Bird of Prey was there, but why was the damn Klingon battle cruiser there?
I assume that was like on loan. And so that one didn't have a cloaking device.
But why? We've never. We know Kirk stole the Bird of Prey.
Well, the Bird of Prey was stolen with a cloaking device. I
Yes,
assume a
we know that.
D7 was just given over because it, they were allies and they
It's-
requested some old ships. They're like,
That
yeah, we'll
doesn't
give
make
you the
sense.
ship, but we're not going to give you a cloaking device.
And yes,
The
Reliant had a cloaking
Defiant
device.
had a cloaking device.
Yeah, the Defiant had one, of course. But hey,
No, not that
when-
Defiant. The Defiant with the cloaking device blew up. The San Paulo never had a cloaking device.
Yes, it did.
Oh, that's
No, it
right.
didn't.
Did it? Are you
Sao
sure?
Paulo had, yeah, it was, yeah,
No.
it was the same exact ship.
It was not. I'm
They could
sorry.
just they just changed. They just had a different name.
Yeah, well, they used the same scenes, but you never saw the cloaking device in the San Paulo because remember, the Romulans gave the cloaking device to the Defiant. It was only installed in the Defiant.
Which
It
didn't
was
make sense.
never installed in the San Paulo.
Why didn't they just get the cloaking device from the Klingons?
That would make more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And it would certainly bypass all the Starfleet. You know, if Starfleet is um, if Starfleet could have been taken over, then go to the Klingons.
That never made sense in DS9 why they got a cloaking device on loan from the Romulans when they
Oh,
could have just
you
got
mean
one.
that?
Yeah,
Well, I
originally
think
they
they
could have
wanted
just
to
got.
bring a Romulan. They wanted to bring a Romulan on the show.
Because they had a treaty with the Romulans.
That's
Remember
right. They had to
that
treat
the
it with the
Federation
Romulans.
would not
Used
experiment with cloaks.
right. So the Romulans had to be the ones to gift them a cloak, and they wanted a Romulan representative on, so that they wouldn't be kept. You know, that they would trust that the Federation was actually telling them what they
Thomas was
knew.
Thomas, was it really the Klingons looking for Jack, or was it the changelings disguised as Klingons? That's the question there. I assumed when Jack was saying that Federation had showed up looking for him, the Klingons had showed up looking for him. Now, I assumed that they were all changelings pretending.
No, the way he was talking, those were bounty hunters looking for him.
Well, they should have just went with the Vulcan thugs. That's a thing now.
Another oxymoron.
I would have gave Phil more screen time.
Yeah.
You know what would have been even better too? You know it should have been a great they should have made excuse me. They should have made the whatever happened to the AI from Deep Space Nine, the puppy dog AI. It actually made the station run better for a moment. That got trapped, you know. Yeah. Oh God, I can't. I always
It didn't
forget
make the
names, and it's time
station
for me to
run
say.
better. It almost killed 3 diplomats, remember?
Yeah, but no. It was working. No. It was work. That's one. It wanted attention, but when it originally took over, things were smoother. Like even
We have no idea, Yvette. They've kind of muddied that water on why they're after Jack, but we would assume that it's because he's an offspring of Picard. So my assumption is that they think that Jack, which I would say yes, he does have some sort of Borg nanites running through his body. Which you would think, with his mother being a doctor, if that was the case, she would have found something by now.
Oh, she should have some in her as well.
Instead of just giving him drugs to alleviate his symptoms.
Drugs to alleviate. Oh my God, he's a hophead.
I seen that goofy Terry Metalis was sitting there trying to hint around that Pulaski had already sort of made a appearance in the series. Like, really? What the hell are you talking about now, you dork? So yes, we have killer tribbles now. We have
Oh God.
we have Kirk's body at the Daystrom. We had Picard's body at the Daystrom. It got beamed out. And we have Data Lord, P4, and soon Android. We have an android with multiple personalities.
What vile, dastardly things are the Daystrom Institute doing to dead bodies now?
And then we got the big whole letdown that it's not really Moriarty.
No. Then why did they
was,
give him the funny little hat?
it was just a data infused dream projected through a hologram. Oh fuck.
Oh.
That was a big waste of a good character, Moriarty. Everybody has shown up now, Yvette. Everybody has been seen. We've seen Geordi, which basically turned into a wuss. So we've seen everybody. And we have a Deanna in a holding cell. Riker's been captured. Again, made no sense. Because like it was pointed out earlier in the chat, are we sure it's actually Troy in that cell? Or is it another changeling pretending to be Troy? Yeah. Cut her finger up, let's see. Yeah, but Cinnabon, Geordi was really a weak-ass bitch in this. Captain Fandom Nerd says he doubts it's Troy. Now, seriously, who would want to kidnap Troy and have to listen to her?
Yeah.
Anybody could be a changeling in this show, Yvette. Anybody. Telling you, this is breaking my brain, folks. Kind of like, all right, here's the question. Bird, maybe you can answer this.
I'll try.
If there's
Test.
so
There we go.
If there's so much on the hot pursuit of Picard, why wouldn't have they been staking out LaForge in the first place, knowing that he was a close associate of Picard's? Wouldn't they assume that Picard might run to him at some point?
Absolutely, and especially since they knew he was on the Titan, and LaForge's daughter is stationed there, it seemed like a really good bet that would be the next place he was going to go. And we saw in the first episode, Vadic seemed to know everything about everybody already. Like, okay, she knew about Captain Picard because that's who they were hunting for, or
Yeah.
his son at least. That made some sense. But then she knew everything about Captain Shaw, having no real knowledge, like she was the AI or something. Like all of a sudden, she had all this info at her fingertips, and now she has no info. Now they have to search for all of she says his loved ones, like he has any loved ones. Like she doesn't even know that all his family's dead. That was an annoyance where they retcon their own show.
I think there would have been a freaking starship or two sitting there with LaForge, just waiting for him to show up. But no. All old relics sitting in a bunch of rings.
Yeah, so I was actually adding to a few things you guys said earlier, but my microphone freaking went out. So, would you explain? God,
That's right. The La Serena, which just happened to disappear, right? Worf and Rafi come on, the La Serena is no longer in the picture, but the La Serena had a cloak the entire time, and also is not a network Starfleet ship. They could have been using that to get around.
Yep. And there's plenty of room for the whole crew on La Serena. Well, the important crew members that they thought. So, yeah, this whole thing.
People actually like this shit.
Most people that I see have been enjoying this show.
I mean, because
Member berries.
yeah, that's. I mean, I'm sitting here asking myself, okay, why go through all of that if it's about it's about nanites like you think, Deej? Why go through all of that when all they had to do was go to the museum and steal Picard's husk in the first place?
Well, I can't figure out if they've already been there and stole the damn thing that destroyed the Starfleet building. Why didn't
Yeah.
they steal his body at that point?
Exactly. See, I forgot about that part. They stole a super weapon, didn't they?
They've already been there and stole shit. Why didn't they steal the body at that point? Why is this?
But the
whole thing
body's
have
still
to-
there? I thought they got it already.
They just stole it in this episode. But they've been there before and stole shit. So why didn't they steal the body at that point?
I thought they already had it.
No.
All we saw was the record of what they stole, not what they actually stole. Data was just showing them the record of what they stole, which was the...
Okay. They did steal it. Okay, so what's... Then why the hell didn't chasing Picard around if they've already got the body?
Well, they still want the son.
Yeah, they're chasing
Don't they?
Jack, not
Well, what are they
Picard.
going to do? Infuse him with other
More,
nanites or some shit?
Why do they need this Jack when they've got the original?
The only thing I can think of with Jack is they want to inject him with something to turn him into the new Locutus. I still stand by that fact.
Where's the Borg? There's no Borg. Borg is gone.
No,
The
I'm
Borg are
telling
gone.
you.
What-
No,
Where's the
Borg are
Borg
not
coming
gone.
into?
The Borg are not gone because they were at the end of season 2. They're the ones that helped. Now they're trying to get I think they're trying to get old Borg tech to turn the Borg back against the Federation. I think the changelings want the Borg back to fight the Federation.
What does Picard have anything to do with that?
Because he was Locutus.
My head, it doesn't
And
make sense.
Locutus was the one that went after...
He was a regular Borg. He wasn't special.
No, he was special because
Yeah.
the Queen...
No.
Made
No, he
him-
was. No, Locutus was supposed to have been like the intermediary between humans and the
Even-
Borg, or something like that.
Even
Uh,
if you're right, they would have taken his nanites a long ass time ago and they would be somewhere else. They wouldn't have to get his body. They'd be in some laboratory they could easily just break into and steal.
Yeah,
but
we agree.
But we're talking about today's writers. They don't think of that shit. You have to dumb down your brain to think like they're thinking.
Yeah. And if anything, it's got to be a component that was in him that they would be looking for instead of the nanites. Like with Seven of
Why
Nine,
would the
it was
changelings care about the... Why?
Because
Changelings and
the
Borg, they don't-
Jemadar didn't
oh,
get
you-
the job done, so now they're trying to find something that would get the job done.
Oh, the
you know
changelings
what?
want to make a new Jemadar Borg, like they want the Borg to be their Jemadar. Now that's an interesting thought.
Oh my God! You know what this is? Somebody, Terry Matalas, has been skimming all of these damn YouTube pages. How many times has there been a video or a stream discussion like this about what if the Borg squared off against the Dominion? Okay, how many times have we had
Hey,
that
Cody.
fuss and fight?
Oh, we're gonna find. Oh, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get Jeffrey Combs, and Jeffrey Combs is gonna be the new Locutus, and he's gonna have assimilated Jemadars. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Ooh, I
They
like that.
probably will.
I like that. I like that. The new Locutus is gonna be freaking Jeffrey Combs, man. Watch.
No,
William's
watch.
coming back.
Watch. No, Metallus is ripping off Doctor Who, and he wants to make his own version of Cyber Time Lords.
You know, you got the Wayum that died in a transporter accident, so quote unquote. So he actually ran away. He created the rogue changelings, and had this idea of they need their own Jemadar, and they want to get the Borg, so they can just assimilate their own.
Problem with your
there we
theory
go.
there.
What?
Wayun thought of the changelings as gods, so he wouldn't have made them into a rogue faction. He would just follow a rogue faction.
Yeah. That would be just about any of them.
Maybe
Both
either
Jim
way,
Hadar
it can still go forward
or
either
Vorder.
way.
Both the Jim Hadar and the Vorder looked at changelings as gods.
Well, not him though, because there was a linear progression where,
That was one
The-
Wayun out of a shitload of them, though.
yeah, but they were.
What you talking about?
So, yeah, but it was the next Wayun. So the Wayun who died in the so-called, quote unquote, died in the transporter room, right? The next Wayun was the fully defective one, and then they fixed it, and then you had that one Wayun that was on the other side. Like he was willing to kill Odo to win the war. So yeah, you get what I'm saying?
That's
So
not
it's
Wayun.
possible the
Gotta
one
get
before.
going.
That's not Wayun.
Good
What do you mean
luck.
that's not
Wayun-
Wayun? Take care, Bird.
Wayun worshipped Odo more than he did the female.
All right,
changeling.
Bird. Bird left. You gave him a headache.
He liked Odo, but he was against he thought the war was wrong. He said, I don't believe the war was wrong. We should live in peace with the humans and all that. He was fully peaceful Wayun. So the one before him, the one that quote unquote died, could have been slightly similar.
Up, Richie. Bird, I like
Physical
my
therapy.
theory better.
All right, Bird.
I like my theory better that they gave you a headache.
Mhm.
Just run with it, Bird.
Yeah.
Telling you, this all has to do with birds. This all has to do with the Borg shit, though. I'm telling you.
I would be very disappointed.
They're running out of episodes to tie in anything with a fucking pirate now.
No way it could have been Pyrath anyhow. I don't know where that came from.
The glowing red eyes. That's where that came from. Everybody jumped on a pirate thing because of glowing red eyes in Jack.
Well, no, the visions was for me. The visions look like prophet visions.
Yeah, but it could also be a Borg influence on it. The Borg trying to tell Jack what to do.
Yeah, if it was just a man voice, I think that would eliminate the whole Borg thought.
Why? We've seen in prior episodes that, like Seven, would hear Borg voices, and it would be multiple voices in her head because of the collective.
And even Picard said sometimes he still hears those voices.
Oh shit.
I'm telling you, this is some sort of way of trying to get the Borg back to the way they were instead of this stupid Girardi Queen thing that's protector of all now. Try to get the Borg back to attack everything in.
Oh, so you think it's not necessarily a Dominion thing. It'll be the Borg.
I think it's a faction of the Dominion just trying to get the Borg back to attacking the Federation,
Yeah, that
to open up a
weakens the-
line, because they know, the Changelings know they can't destroy the Federation now. So they need something to do it for them. And the Borg is the best shot they got. Especially since now Picard made some damn bullshit treaty where the Borg are protecting and guarding from whatever blasts
yeah.
from.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's still some cubes out there that they're protecting. Oh, you're probably right.
And I called this shit a couple of weeks ago that it would end up this way. Oh, Thomas says the clip for next week is out. And he puts the link in. I don't dare. I'm not going to play it on stream because we know how Paramount is. But I can sit here and watch it. Of course, it starts off with crazy changeling woman watching some floating.
Okay.
Talking to floating blob.
Yep. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, let's see here. Hell,
That's-
this could even be a changeling. This changeling could even be not the female one, but the one that she keeps talking to that's in her hand could be partially infected with Borg technology. It could be an actual Borg changeling hybrid. Make what you will out of that clip, folks, if you're watching it.
Okay, so that is a changeling.
Well, I like how she's a changeling, but part of her disconnects to become a floating blob that talks to her. That's why yeah, your mic, you're muted again. I think she's infected with Borg. I think an offshoot of the Borg all behind this. It's all Borg.
See,
I think my computer's infected with the Borg right now. It keeps muting me.
See, that's part of the argument discussion we've had a lot of times. Could the Borg infect a shapeshifter? And if is that what they've done?
I think that's what they've done. Like Thomas says, it doesn't make sense that she has to chop off part of her arm, though, for it to become a blob to talk to her. I would think could relay it, but maybe that's, I don't know. This is how stupid it is.
Yeah. See, they've been sitting around watching all the all the little stupid discussions we've been having about what Borgs and Jim Hadar and Obsidian Order types, all this shit can and can't do, or what we suspect they can or can't do, and they've been just taking notes. And now he throw all these member berries in there. So, I'm glad I'm not watching this crap.
I watch it so you don't have to, Mr. Lundell.
Thank you.
Now we have Captain Fandom Nerd.
Hey, what's up?
My brain's broke. Yes, Yvette, the
Yeah, it
voice
does.
the voice does sound like a Borg voice.
Yep.
And they want to get Jack because Jack possesses something.
Jack will be the new Locutus.
I called that, but I thought it was because they were trying to set him up with Girardi Borg Queen so she'd have somebody to bounce on.
It could be that too. Yeah, that's what Jean Luc was supposed to be to the original Borg Queen. You know, she wouldn't admit it, but we all saw the look on her face.
Then she discovered Data, so she wanted to jump all over him.
Mm-hmm.
Data just played her for the pussy. You know?
But yeah, this is what we've come to. This is what's become of Star Trek, folks. Yet I'm the bad person because I don't like it.
Data doesn't have flesh.
Well, he did.
Yeah, just that little bitty patch. Come on.
Okay. All right.
And now we have Data, who looks properly old,
Mm-hmm.
that has multiple personalities because all the personas have been smashed together from bits and pieces of whatever they had, which doesn't
New
also
body.
make
It's not Data. It's a completely different body with the
yes.
backups of everybody put together into one head. And yeah, so not Data.
Well, in that
And-
mix should be, well, it should be, but it won't be because they won't have thought of it. It would be Data's daughter.
Yeah, Lol was in there. They said Lol was in there, which whatever. Okay. Lol's it's cheap.
You
So-
walked out of range now, so you're just cutting in and out.
So they turned
Yep.
the robot into Sybil.
Yep. Because it actually showed the different personalities at one point, because B4 came out, Data originally came out, Soon came out, and then at the end it was all lore.
Yep.
Oh. Didn't some engineer realize, even think it just how dangerous that might be?
Well, they had him inert in the chamber there at the Daystrom because they were using him as the storage for all the information. Everything that Daystrom had for information is in the head of this one too.
Oh no, the not no, it was just the inventory, I believe, right?
Yeah, and Yvette, Moriarty actually wasn't in the head. It was Data using a simulation of Moriarty to give hints for Riker to whistled the tune that would open the lock.
Which they couldn't just give us. They had to give us in like note by note, C sharp. 10 minutes later, bing, A sharp. Like just play the damn thing. We would have known.
And they even had to use old clips from Next Generation to show
Yeah.
Riker Young doing it.
Yeah. Did
Would
that look
he-
remastered to you? Because that looked kind of
It-
remastered to me.
It looked remastered to me too.
It did.
Let me guess. He whistled the tune from the original series.
He whistled the end of
No.
it. Yeah, he whistled the
No.
end of it. That was the code. Do
No,
do
it-
do do do. That was the
It
fucking
was
code.
He whistled "Pop Goes the Weasel."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the first time Data met him. And,
Yes.
And Riker and Data met. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Which
he
thank
whistled.
God, which thank God it was Riker that was there because he would be the only one who freaking got it.
Uh-huh.
Which explains why Riker went on the mission anyway, because I couldn't see why they were sending Riker anyway. Why would you send an old fat guy that can't run on a mission to sneak in and
Yeah,
out?
exactly. Yeah,
You got to get in and out fast, but they send Riker with.
yeah.
I would have thought they would have sent.
And the whole
anyone
Worf
else.
joke. The whole Worf joke might have been funnier if they didn't spoil it in the preview.
What, him being a
But now that it was
pacifist now?
spoiled, it just was. Oh God.
Ask Philip Gaming if he's such a pacifist, though.
Well, the joke is oddly timed because, like, we've been seeing it this whole time. We've been seeing Worf this whole time, and to them, it's just they've just been there, right? Like they just met up. You know what I mean? So
He's a pacifist, except on Wednesdays. So
it was kind of soured on in my ears.
He's a pacifist, except if you happen to be a Ferengi that get your head cut off.
Yeah, he
or
already got
you
us
happen to be
chopping
a-
off heads.
or a bunch of Vulcan thugs.
So much of a path that killed an unarmed man. Yeah.
That would have made more sense if they were Romulan, not Vulcan. Just saying.
Yeah, I've been thinking
Yeah.
that.
I can't see a Vulcan making a argument for logic over being a thug. I just can't see it.
And he let him live, didn't he? He didn't even kill that guy.
Well, he didn't kill.
Hell, he
that
should
guy,
have
but
chopped
he
off
killed
his ears.
He killed all the rest.
Yeah, he killed everybody else, but he didn't kill him.
Well, he needed information out of him, so maybe he killed him afterwards.
You needed information from what's his name too. A measly little Ferengi had to chop his head off for no reason.
Ferengi that really didn't even act like a Ferengi. Let's put that out there too.
Yeah, that had a blood oath. Yeah. What happened? A contract is only a contract between Ferengi, or unless it's a Vulcan blood oath.
I don't know. But here we got this big whole run up that Moriarty was going to be something and wasn't anything. And you could tell that this episode is more condensed, fast paced, because they're running out of episodes to conclude this story. So now we're going to get nothing but shit squished together. They drug out the whole first part. Now we're going to get everything smashed in. Because what? This was number 6? Episode 6?
Correct.
So we have 4 episodes left?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
You
going to
have 4
smash.
episodes left.
They're going to smash and condense everything into gibberish now.
Oh, huh. So, so Deanna and Naraka, they got to make up. Wow.
Well,
Picard.
see, at the end of this, Deanna got captured by the Changeling, and the Changeling captured Riker, and now she's going to threaten to kill Deanna unless
Huh.
Riker tells where Picard and them went. Which actually, he wouldn't know where they're going now because they've already got Geordi, and they're off flying around somewhere else. Riker actually wouldn't know a damn thing.
No.
That blows that whole theory out of the water too.
Oh, plot hole. You hear that, Terry? Fix it real quick.
And they only have 48 hours which to fix all this before whatever happens at this holiday thing happens. So,
Oh, they still haven't had the damn stupid parade, Founders Day or Explorers Day or what would they say?
and the big
Pioneer
things,
Day.
the big thing's supposed to happen at this, and they said it was 48 hours away. So they still don't need Riker at this point to find out where Picard's going because they know Picard's going to show up there at some point to try to stop whatever they're doing. But apparently they need Jack to do whatever they want to do at this thing to cause havoc. Which I still think it's the Borg showing up, because they're supposed to have the whole fleet on parade here at the damn thing. So what better time not to have a fleet of Borg ships to show up to attack? Which makes no sense. Why in the hell would they? This is with all the other changelings are involved. They're maneuvering everything to get the whole fleet together so it can be wiped out all at once. And how the hell would they get the entire fleet together all at once? That'd be a hell of a lot of ships in one area.
Yeah.
No admiral would do that.
That was the point they kept making with LaForge, was he keeps sending in things telling him not to do that. Which would be kind of a hint that maybe you're been taken over on the inside of making stupid decisions like this. I don't know. It's just all stupidness in this, and everybody still thinks this is a good show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the reviews of this episode.
Oh,
well,
you
Dave
know, it's
Cullens is already out, so
I
I
most of
haven't
these
watched
people,
it yet.
everybody's been shilling for this show is going to stay. Oh, this was great. This was great. We got to see the Enterprise. We got to see the Defiant. We got to see Voyager. We got to see this. We got to see that. They threw us the member berries of the Klingon bird of prey. Thomas Potts gives it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, Lord. Blech.
I give it a 4 out of 10 just because of member berries. That's it. That's the only reason why I got a 4.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing some of the ships on screen again, but story's making no sense. Cinnabon gave it a B or an 8 out of 10. That's their prerogative. They like it. They like it. They can like it all they want. I'm not going to get mad at them for liking it. I
No.
just
That's-
think it's crap.
That's what they think everybody wants. Although the ship porn and member berries, that's what they think everybody wants.
I mean,
Well, people are
Granted.
falling for it.
this thing is
Yeah.
filled with member berries. If that's what they're all doing, I want a good freaking story
Yeah,
that doesn't need member berry after member berry after member berry after member berry just to hold it together.
well, they couldn't hold. They had 2 seasons to try to hold it together without a member berry. That's why they're doing this.
There's too many member berries in this now.
Truth is, if you can tell a story, you don't need any.
Oh boy, now we've got real trouble. Yeah, smile down below. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And
Rock
hold
solid.
on, before I bring him up, we have to
I grew up on men.
Clip that.
I knew I was never going to live that one down.
No, and it's a great intro to bring you up on.
What the hell? I walked into it.
And Thomas Potts, I refuse to watch Lower Decks. I will not watch it because I do not like that animation style, and it's basically dumb anyway. I watched the very first episode of it, and I thought it sucked, so I never watched it again.
The only thing I can tell about Lower Decks is it seems like it belongs on Adult Swim, which I personally, not my personal flavor of animated comedy, but to each their own.
After watching a dude get swallowed by a giant worm and then spit out, it's just no. Lower Decks was not for me.
So what are you
But-
guys
No.
talking about, Picard?
I've been ranting about Picard.
Oh, okay.
It broke my brain.
Okay.
You'll probably love it.
I've already seen it.
You loved it, didn't you?
No, actually, believe it or not, I loved the 5th episode very much. This one, I thought had some heart to it, but was the weakest of all of them so far.
It just had way too many things that didn't make sense.
Well, like I said, I thought it was the weakest of the episodes. I
Why-
will be honest, 6 was so
Why-
far the weakest.
Why would Daystrom have Kirk and Picard's bodies on storage?
I might have missed the part about Kirk. I knew
They only showed Kirk's skeleton, but it had Kirk's name on it.
I didn't have my glasses on, so I didn't catch that. So what? Picard told them that, oh, by the way, I met Kirk and he's on this planet.
No,
Well, then how can they have Kirk's body?
I don't know. How did they have Picard's body? You muted yourself. Way to go. He pulled an LDG. Oh, he's changing mics. No. I will say, no, they never did. No, you still can't talk. If you quiet down, you stop. We can't hear you. If you unplugged one thing and plugged it in, you're going to have to reboot your StreamYards because we're not going to hear you.
Test. No, I'm still good.
Oh, not you, El.
You are fine. You weren't talking at the time or trying to.
That's cool.
I'll put you down below if you do that again, you son of a bitch.
What? What? What'd I do?
The stupid Borg voice.
Yep.
Oh, did that sound Borgy?
Yes.
Wait, let me echo.
Hold on,
Yeah,
we're
the
trying
Borg.
to.
Oh, I do sound like Borg.
There we go. Now we can see if Geek's voice is working yet. Nope, you're gonna have to go into the settings and change mics. We have no voice from you.
Hey, this is perfect.
All right, now I'll
I
let
can
LG back
totally
up.
agree with. I can totally agree with
Oh,
with
no
Indie
thumbs.
Geek,
He
or
broke
totally
it.
disagree with him.
He broke it. Changing the microphones, he broke it. You never, that's a rookie mistake. Never switch your microphones in the middle of a stream.
No.
Oh. Discount fanfic board, maybe, says Cinnabon.
Yeah, I like that.
A little higher pitch, we could have called him a Dalek. Then all he gets to say is exterminate. 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 Oh. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I will say, this week's Mandalorian, I did enjoy because they finally put a helmet over Katie Sackhoff's face, and I didn't have to look at it no more. So I did enjoy that.
I haven't been watching it. I've been watching Salty's reviews of it, but I haven't been watching the show.
I'm just glad they put a helmet on her finally, and we don't have to look at her. Except for briefly when she ate food, but then she put the helmet back on, so I didn't have to look at her anymore. That was good.
I'm predicting that Salty's going to give this one about an 8.
Probably,
Picard.
even though Salty, yeah, he'll probably give this. He'll see all those ships and he'll be overjoyed. Probably doesn't even realize that was Kirk's body. He'll probably love the way the Tribble had freaking little fang teeth all over it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say that's why Klingons fear him.
No, they were an ecological disaster.
They eat everything. Now they look like they could eat meat.
Yeah.
Way it come up on that glass at Worf. All those fangs. Worf will be wanting to go on another Tribble hunt. Sing songs of praises at the Tribble hunts.
Hey, do we still got what's his name? Rock Solid.
I don't know if Rock Solid's still hanging out there in the chat.
Hey,
or
Rock
not.
Solid, if you're still there, hit me up in the underground. I'm trying to buy something. I need your help, or anybody who's purchased EOSs before, or DSLRs.
Yeah, but Cinnabon, that wasn't a normal Tribble. That was genetically altered. It even said so on the.
Sorry about that.
What? Still can't hear you.
Hello? Is he still broken? Was he talking? MB, hello? Talk.
Why would I
Say
talk
something.
to you?
Can't hear him.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear him?
I actually made him think for a second there. He was still broke though.
No,
Oh, yeah.
you didn't, because I checked. No, because I checked the sound test before.
The hell, I can't hear him talking.
Well, put your headphones back on, LTG. So,
Anyway, what I was saying was, yeah, this was the weakest of this season so far. It had a few good moments, but overall, it was the weakest.
I just thought.
Now,
it was
I
stupid.
enjoyed last week's episode because of the character who showed up.
Which would not have been one of my first choices of past characters showing up.
It was for me.
You got somebody behind you too.
Oh. Shit! Damn, Rachel! Holy fuck! Jesus Christ! Oh, what the hell? Oh my God!
Smack him.
Like you got someone behind you. It's like, what?
Smack him!
All I
Smack
see
him!
is you in the back with this little purple on. Oh my God!
Smack him!
Oh!
Smack him!
All I did was the mask and the dagger.
You could have grabbed the Jason mask for God's sakes to top it off.
I could.
Oh my God! I got you, Kelly. There's someone behind you. What? That's worse than the doll thing Charlene did to everybody. Okay. Anyway.
So oblivious. So oblivious. Don't want to see her. No, smack him hard.
You grab a pan from the kitchen.
Yeah,
smack
get a
him
pan
hard.
from the kitchen. Hit him. Hit him. Get a broom. Beat on him. Damn it. I miss the old days when we could get Nina to beat on Jedi Bill with a broom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Hey, honey.
somebody better clip
whoops.
that whole series right there. Holy shit!
I like how you just sat there for 5 seconds, like trying to figure out what the hell we're talking about, too.
I need to find the timestamp for that one.
Don't worry, somebody will.
All right, it was 98 minutes into the stream. Holy shit! Oh my God! Ah, there's somebody behind you. What? Yeah, I'm like an idiot on those fucking TV movies.
They're following you.
I'm like,
30
there's
yards
somebody
away.
behind you. What do? I look here instead of just looking behind me.
Yeah.
Oh God! If this was a horror movie, I just deserve to die.
Yep.
I wish we were on my stream so I could play
Yep.
that clip.
Okay, let's admit it. What should I have done? Look back. What do? I'm looking in the fucking camera. That is automatic. Deserve to die in a horror movie.
Mm-hmm. It is. Point out somebody's behind you and stare forward. Way to go.
Laugh. That's hard and forever. Thank you. Thank you for scaring the shit out of me so much I had to laugh. Oh, I
And
needed that.
later he'll be changing his underwear, folks.
Not that I'm going to show that.
No, I did that to poor Gaskar last night. He was talking about how he was getting all his subscribers through his shorts, and I popped up on the stream, and the first thing I did was turn the camera on, holding my shorts up to the camera, going, "Please subscribe to my shorts." Gary got the joke.
I got time. There was a time out there for me, so I don't think I heard the whole thing.
That's okay. It wasn't important. It was boring.
Interesting use of the shorts. Concept. I'll just say.
I just had to come up with something different. Apparently, he gained like 300 subs in about a week. YouTube Shorts.
Cool.
Mm.
Oh, maybe I need to do shorts. Wonder if a dumb one of me holding up my shorts would work.
I don't know. I kind of like how TikTok's working out for me.
Ah, so you're a Chinese agent.
Yeah.
Hey man, if it pays the bills, it pays the bills.
Damn it! Now you're sounding like Biden.
Hey, first rule: know thy enemy.
Which I'm laughing. I'm laughing. They postponed the whole Trump thing for another week here.
Yeah, what if? Yeah, well, that's actually what I was talking about. It was so funny. I just did like a 47 clip of laughing at the left wing media because they were basically goading people. They were goading MAGA on to go out and do like what the 2020 riots were, or they were looking for the January 6th 2.0, and I'm just like, nobody did anything. We all just stayed home, went to work, and were waiting to see how it all played out.
Yes,
It was
Cinnabon.
It was more anti-MAGA people than MAGA people at all. It was hilarious.
With NB on TikTok, he is helping fund spy balloons.
Yep. That's right.
Next one China sends over is going to be NB's head. Balloon
You
looks
know
like
what?
a-
It's not. Hey, you know what? Don't blame me for those fucking balloons. Blame the 80-something. Blame the 89 million people who voted for the guy in the White House. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't vote for that motherfucker.
No, you're helping support TikTok, so you're helping support the balloons. Balloons.
I don't care.
Balloons. Balloons.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Not my problem right now.
There goes Cinnabon hating on Asians again. We had fun on a Cinnabon stream where I kept bringing up all these.
This Republic.
I kept bringing up all these hot Asian women, and Cinnabon was like, "No."
Okay, name 5 hot Asian women you know.
All right, right off the bat, you got Grace Park, you got Linda Park, you got the one that plays the cavalry on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Got the one actually on Quantum Leap right now. She's pretty hot too. There's 4. You've got what's her face that was in Wayne's World? Hell was her name? Oh,
Well, you
Jedi
named
Ghost.
2 out of. Well, you named 2 out of 5 guys.
I said 5.
He said.
I said
no. He didn't have. He didn't give names to 3 of them.
Mi Ning Wen or whatever the hell that how you pronounce her name.
Okay, now 3. I'm just screwing with you, man. I don't give a shit.
Tia Carrera. There's 4.
Who?
Tia Carrera.
What the fuck is that?
Wayne's World.
Yep.
No. I only saw that movie like twice.
Especially when she's in her little bikini outfit dancing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you say so. I didn't find her attractive.
The hell drugs are you on?
I don't know. I know what I like, know what I don't.
He grew up on men, remember?
Oh, that's true. Grew up on men, folks.
Maybe I would be naming off Asian men for him so that way.
And Cinnabon says, no, 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 no. Around here, Cinnabon, it's supposed to be 99999. Maroons. 99 dead baboons sitting in my living room. I don't even know where to take this stream anymore.
I don't know.
Grandpa Geek's got a broken nipple. YouTube.
Yep, he does.
99 dead baboons sitting in my living room. Not too functional, it seems, but quite a conversation piece. This one Jake, that one's Dinah. There's Big Ned in my recliner. No, it's not a lazy boy. Can't you see it's a dead baboon?
Jesus H. Christ, shoot me now.
Okay, bang.
He'd like it too much.
I did. Here, I'll give you something really happy to think about, NB.
Yeah, seen him before, not impressed. It only works so many times before it just gets predictable.
I still haven't put myself through the torture of watching Quantum Leap yet.
Oh, you should.
I figured tonight I'd do that and then follow it with Night Court, so at least Night Court would soothe me a little bit.
Oh shit, that's right. Night Court came. Fuck. I missed. Damn it, that's what I forgot about today. I'm overall enjoying it, Deech.
I am too. I've only really had complaints about one episode.
Which one was it?
That's when they brought all the kids in.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I agree. Well, actually, that and there was one other one, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time remembering which one it was. So it wasn't that bad, but overall, I think it. Huh?
I've angered Cinnabon so much he can't enjoy his fried rice. Fried rice.
It's fried rice, you plick.
He can't enjoy his fried rice. I feel bad even trying to do the voice though.
Now, overall, I'm enjoying it. It's got that kind of same kind of continuity of the original Night Court, where just weird shit happens.
At least Cinnabon can't enjoy fried rice, and he's not having cream of Sanyang guy. Now I'm gonna get canceled. Yes, Bill. We did that whole bit when he first came onto the stream. I played that clip.
Yeah, you're late to the party, pal.
No, I like his What kind of men?
I'm a Sungan guy.
Well, if you had actually clipped the whole thing, you would have had that question answered.
True.
Yeah, but I didn't want. I
Well,
had the
tough
full
shit.
clip. I actually
Well,
have
tough
the
shit.
full
You should
clip.
have had the whole clip. Then you can have answered his question right then and there.
I have the whole clip, but I wanted a short.
Well,
clip
then play
so
the
that
whole
we-
clip.
I grew up on men.
Here we go. I don't know. We're getting close to the 2-hour mark, though, folks.
So my rooms are starting to come together. We had actually a few pieces of furniture actually get here to start putting it all up. So it's coming along. Gonna be another couple months before I can show everything, but yeah. So far so good.
You know, I actually wish I had a TARDIS. Just so I could do this that I'm about to put on the screen. Go back to 1990 and tell everyone that one day Roseanne Barr would look better than Madonna.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Would that be fun?
Would anybody believe that back then?
No, no, they wouldn't have
No.
believed it, but
I mean, god damn. You just can't unsee that.
Yep. She's ready for her close up, Mr. DeMille.
No, that's not how it goes. It's Mr. DeVille. I'm ready for my close up.
yeah, but the way he said it, he was telling it as someone else saying it.
That's like when people say, play it again, Sam. That's not what's said in Casablanca.
We all know that.
She says, play it, play it. She says, play it, Sam. Or something to that effect, but it's not play it again, Sam. Just like,
All right, so what's everybody else going to be doing for the rest of this day?
Oh, as soon as you're done, I'm going to end up watching Bird's review.
Yeah, we got to see what the hell Bird said.
Yeah, I got to hear Bird's rant.
why is Bird not liking it?
Well, you have to go back to watch the beginning of this stream with Bird up here on the panel to get any kind of a hint, but Bird kind of kept everything close to the chest because we didn't want him to spoil it, so we could go watch Bird rant.
Exactly.
Pretty much my day was actually pretty good. My wife and I went out for breakfast at Terre Haute and tried this new place out. It was pretty good. Ironically, we both were actually thinking the same thing to order, so we did, and it was actually really good. And then we went to this chiropractor that was walk-in, and both feeling great after getting an adjustment. So overall, good day. Got some stuff from Amazon to get my rooms together. So I'm actually having a pretty good day, guys, and I got nothing else to really do but sit back and chill.
And just think, I put the link into Bird's rant about this episode in the chat, and it's almost as long as this stream is, folks. His rant is 1 hour 47 minutes.
Wow. Capable of doing that?
So we have quite the show involved for us, folks.
Yeah, the
No
first
longer
one was,
prosper, guys.
his first rant was as long as the episode.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Oh god. All right, I think I gotta run some errands.
Yeah.
Don't tell me my microphone's broken still. Oh god, nope, I'm there.
You're fine.
It feels like haters gonna hate.
It's not hatred, Theo.
It's been a
constructive
long
criticism.
road getting from there to here.
Yep.
So
Been a long
yes,
time.
I strictly endorse going and watching Bird's video after we end this stream.
Absolutely.
I will postpone for 5 minutes of starting to watch that so I can go make some ramen, and then I will watch Bird's stream because I need to get the food there in front of me just to eat and enjoy this.
Gotta have the noodles of noodles, huh?
Gonna have the oodles and noodles. And yeah, that's about it. While the Mandalorian did break my brain with the last, I like binge watched the last 3 episodes of the Mandalorian. While last week's episode kind of like, what the fuck? We're watching everything but the Mandalorian. We're watching about old Empire people.
Yeah. Cinnabon, stop that. You're gonna get this man's stream shut down. He's Asian, by the way, YouTube. Okay. So
Yeah, we pointed that out on Cinnabon's stream that he was Asian while he was hating on the Asians for some reason.
yeah.
Ramen right. Ramen noodles. Here, I'll say the most Asian thing that you can possibly say. Oh my. There you go, Cinnamon. Oh my.
Maybe that's why George is pissed off at Shatner. Yeah.
Yeah, because
that was
Picard-
kind of his line, you know.
I think Kirk did it. Shatner did it just as a dig at him.
Well, no, he actually described what he was thinking before they did that scene, and that's what came to mind. You know, oh my.
I gotta fuck you, Deej from Cinnabon now.
What did you do?
When I said the most Asian thing you could say was, oh
my.
So I better play this for Cinnabon.
I can't possibly check them before. Captain says it was LDG.
Hey.
Yes. Ah! What?
That's from Deej. Deej.
Fuck you, Deej!
First one.
There you go. We got to fuck you, Deej, out loud for Cinnabon on the stream from Bird to Prey 5.
Always good.
Always classic there. So, yeah. Cinnabon like that. Cinnabon approves. A bird telling me, fuck you.
Oh.
All right, folks. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go fix some ramen and then sit back and watch Bird talk about his thoughts. But just remember, if you can't find anything to yell about, rant about, just remember there's always.
I can't possibly check them before. Captain says it was LDG.
Hey.
Yes. Ah! What?
That's from Deej. Deej.
Fuck you, Deej!
Oh, get the hell out of here. Go on, you go on, get the hell out of here.